friends, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here or if you're coming over from the playlist, welcome. I'm Holly and I'm very happy to have you here. Today I'm sharing with you a collaboration video. This one is for either Easter, springtime, or St. Patrick's Day type treats or decorating. So for this one I'm going to make a Easter treat, and it is being hosted by Kristy at Kristy's Farmhouse and Melissa at I'm Merely Melissa. They both have great content on their channels. They both have lifestyle type content, so you'll find grocery hauls, cleaning videos, cooking videos, organizing, things like that. I will leave the links to their channels down below in the description box, so please be sure to go and check that out. I will also leave the link to the playlist down below of all the great content creators, some friends of mine that are going to be doing some really good videos for this. So please be sure to go and show them some love and check their channels out. And now I'm going to show you what it is I made for this collaboration, and I hope that you enjoy the video. And for this collab, I am going to make a cookie that is shaped like a little chick. So I'm using a lemon boxed cake mix to make it. So this is what we're going to use to make the cookies. You will need 1 lemon box cake mix. Do not use the ingredients that it calls for. Use 2 eggs and a 1/2 cup of shortening, and that's what you will need to make the cookies. Now for decorating, you will need orange slices. Those are those little candies, and it called for 9, but you won't need 9 the way I'm doing it. And we're just using those to make the little beaks. You will need some orange icing, and I'm using the Betty Crocker that I just picked up at the store. I didn't want to make a whole batch for you just need very little of it, so this worked out perfectly. And you will need these little tips that go with that. They usually have that next to it in the store, so it's just a little set of the little tips, so that way you can reuse these anytime you buy that. I have the regular tips, but it wouldn't fit on that. And about 1 or 2 tablespoons of mini chocolate chips, and I didn't use a whole lot of that either. And I'm going to use some yellow food coloring to make it a little bit more yellow. That's optional, you don't have to do that. And a spoon and a cookie scoop. Add the cake mix to a mixing bowl, 2 eggs, and the shortening. And then you will mix this up until it gets to a dough consistency for cookies. But before it completely gets mixed in, I do add some of the food coloring. Now you don't have to add it if you don't want, but I felt like it needed to have some more color to it, so I just added a little bit, and that's the color you will get. I wanted to say, if you get food coloring on your hands, use this Dawn Power Wash. That works great. And what you will do is get a cookie sheet and line that with some parchment paper. Take the cookie scoop, and you want to have a ball that is larger for the bottom. And then you will just take a spoon and scoop out just a little bit to make a smaller ball for the top. That way that would be the head. The dough was a bit sticky, so I sprayed my hands with non-stick spray, and that helped a lot. Now just continue to make these, and just remember the bottom needs to be larger than the top, and you will just continue until you're finished with the dough. And the recipe says to add the chocolate chips when they come out of the oven. I added it before, and it worked out fine. And this is the second batch of cookies that I had. These I left in for 10 minutes, so they didn't get brown or anything. You can see they're kind of still just yellow. But the first batch I did for about 11 minutes, and you can kind of see there was starting to brown a little bit, so just keep an eye on that when you're baking. But for mine, the second batch came out better, I think, with just 10 minutes. You can make these different sizes if you want. The one on the right, that was the dough I had left in the bowl when that was the last cookie I did. So you can make them smaller if you want. The rest I just ended up making a little larger. So there was one little baby chick there. So, but they did turn out cute. And then now I'm going to show you how to decorate these. Very easy. You need to have those little candies, and I'm going to show you how to cut these. In the recipe, they cut the tips off of these, and they did that on 9 of them. I didn't see a need to do that, so, and when I did it, I just didn't feel like it had the look, or I just don't think I cut it the way that they did. So I'm just kind of showing you, they cut the tip off. And it could be just that part that they were looking at, maybe. So it was a little rounder. So you can definitely do that if you want. I cut mine and made more of a triangle, I guess. And I just didn't want to do that to all those 9 pieces of candy. And what I did was cut those in half to make it thinner. So that way it wasn't such a big piece on the cookie. So you just cut it in half the triangle, and you want the side that has the sugar to be facing upwards when you go to put it on the cookie. But you can see there it's just a little thinner. So just take that icing and use that as glue and put that on the back of the candy. And then you will just put it onto the cookie. And now take the icing and you will just draw on the feet, and it's almost like drawing an upside down Y with a line going through the very middle of it. So you kind of have like 3 little talons there, I guess. And you just do that on the other side. It's very easy to make. And these would be good cookies too, like during Christmas time. You can make these as snowmen and use basically the candy for that as well. So just different options you can do. They almost remind me of an owl as well. But it's supposed to be a little chick, and I think it turned out cute. And you would just finish the rest of them the same way. But I think kids would enjoy this if you have kids or grandkids. I think these are just fun little cookies to make at Easter time. Please don't forget to check Melissa and Kristy's channels out, along with the playlist that is down below. I know you will find some great recipes and some decorating ideas in this collaboration. I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. If you're interested in seeing more like it, please click that subscribe button and the notification bell. That will notify you when I post new videos. I hope everyone has a blessed day and a great week ahead. God bless y'all.
Your peace.